There is such a huge range of things to eat at Disneyland, so I'm just going to talk about our favourites. This is Pym's Kitchen, which you'll find in the Avengers campus over in the Studios Park. It's a buffet restaurant, and the theme is that the chefs all have the Pym's particles, so they're using them to enlarge or to shrink lots of different foods, which you'll see as you walk in. You can make reservations for the Disneyland restaurants by using the Disneyland Paris app up to 2 months before your trip, and I'd highly recommend that you do because they do get booked up quite far in advance. You can though just turn up on the day and ask if there's been any cancellations or if they have any free slots available, and sometimes they'll tell you to come back at a different time. The buffets are €45 per adult, €25 per child, which is between 3 and 11, and under 3s eat free. This is the Royal Pub, which is in the Disney Village, and the menu here is like traditional British pub food, like fish and chips, that kind of thing, and they have a really good range of beers as well. You can't make reservations for any of the restaurants that are in the Disney Village. You just have to wait in a line, and then you'll be seated when the next table is available, or sometimes they'll give you a time to come back. We actually just walked straight in and got seated straight away this time. It has a really good kids menu, which is actually printed on the back of this paper crown, and they've got lots of little activities to do on it as well. This is Stark Factory, again back in the Avengers campus, and from lunchtime onwards they are a quick service restaurant serving burgers and chips and that kind of thing. But in the morning they serve a really nice breakfast. It's €7 per person, and you can choose a croissant, a pain au chocolat, or 2 little bread rolls, and then either a cold or a hot drink. We didn't actually realise that it was open for breakfast. We just happened in there and it was absolutely empty, which meant we got to have a really good look around all of the theming, including the big Hulkbuster suit. So I definitely recommend heading there if you're there in the morning. This is probably my favourite restaurant in the whole of Disneyland Paris, Bistro Chez Remy. It's located right next to the Ratatouille ride over in the Studios Park, and you can actually see into it when you get off the Ratatouille ride. It's what made us want to try it out in the first place the last time that we came. The theming in here is incredible. It's set as if it's the Rats restaurant, so you've been shrunk down to rat size, and everything is made out of extra large props. It's so good. Menu wise in here, there's a 2 or a 3 course option or a children's option which has 3 courses. You choose what you'd like from each course, and then it's one price, and then you pay for your drinks on the top. Now this is French cuisine, so it's not going to be for everyone, but we had steak and chips and Archie had a linguine pasta, all absolutely delicious. 3 of us all had a 3-course meal, and then we all added on drinks as well, and we paid £135 for that all together, but it is bearing in mind that this is one of the premium restaurants. Now down onto Main Street you'll find the bakery, the deli, Casey's Corner, which is where you can get the hot dogs, and then this is Victoria's Ice Cream Parlour. They have a range of flavours, and they have some other sweet snacks, including these Mickey beignets. But I'll be quite honest with you, this Mickey beignet and then the breakfast that we had in Annette's Diner were probably the most disappointing food that we had this trip. I don't think we'll go back to Annette's now. If you're looking for the famous turkey leg, you'll find that over in Frontierland, opposite Big Thunder Mountain. Just next to this restaurant, Casa de Coco, there is a little stand, and that's where you'll find the barbecue turkey leg, as well as some really nice churros. For us personally, we don't find the meal plans worth it for how we like to eat, because the boys aren't really into breakfast, so we would rather get up and get straight into the park and then just grab a snack when we want them. Similar, we don't really want to be tied to lots of lunch and dinner reservations at specific places. We'd rather just grab snacks whenever we feel hungry, and there are so many good places to get foods throughout the park. Now most of the little trucks and stalls tend to be sweet treats, but if you head over to It's a Small World, or in the other park if you head over to Ratatouille, you'll find a whole length of street food stalls. They have absolutely delicious savoury options as well. And the last place we visited on this trip was the sweet shop. As you're coming out of Main Street to exit the park, it's on your left hand side, tucked back a little bit. They have an incredible pick and mix selection and some really special unique items that you can only find in this shop.